Hi, I'm Perry Atkinson, General Manager here at theDove. Hey, check out our other videos and check out our website at theDove.us. Well, welcome to Focus Today. I'm your host, Perry Atkinson, and delighted to have with us today Stephen Williams. Stephen, formerly a public school teacher, but now he has founded an organization called Prepare the Way Ministries. And all of this has evolved out of a pretty incredible experience that he had with textbook content, being a teacher. And you may want to pick up his latest publication, Navigating Public Schools, Equipping and Empowering Christians to Uphold a Biblical Worldview in School and in Society. Stephen, nice to have you, my friend. How you doing?
Perry, great to be with you. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, you bet. This is a topic I think that a lot of people are concerned about, but give us your story first. What happened to you?
Yeah, 10 years ago, I was just teaching U.S. history. I loved U.S. history, and I loved using primary source documents to do it. And one year, an atheist parent decided to complain whenever Christian stuff came up in history. And so we were reading about William Penn in Pennsylvania, and he has the audacity to quote Romans 13, very foundational document to Pennsylvania as well as the Constitution. And the school district censored the document and said you can't hand it out because it violates the separation of church and state. And that's kind of the sad commentary on where we're at today, is that just using primary source documents to teach our nation's history all of a sudden, is controversial.
Well, what'd you do? What happened to you?
Well, so I called Alliance Defending Freedom, one of the great Christian legal firms, and I said, can the school district do that? And they said, no, that's not okay. You got to be able to teach history using the actual documents like the Declaration of Independence and the quotes of the founders. And so there was a lawsuit, and gained some national media attention. And through all this craziness, I just felt the Lord leading to start a ministry to really encourage Christians in this area.
Wow. Well, good for you, and thank you for standing up for it. So, by the way, you're coming to Grants Pass. When?
Yeah, this Friday. I'm heading over there tomorrow. Excited. We're doing a seminar at Calvary Chapel, Grants Pass, tomorrow, Friday night. Starts at 6:45 to 9, and then Saturday, 9 to noon.
Great. Let me encourage you, folks. Check this out. By the way, Stephen's website is preparetheway.us. Preparetheway.us. And let me encourage you to go there, support what he does. And not only that, it's a tremendous resource. Well, Stephen, this subject keeps coming up. And every time I take on education, there's just no winners. I can't seem to get through this one. But there are teachers who mean well, trying their best, administrators, and then there are those who, blow the whistle if you just don't even look right. How bad is it, in your opinion?
It's bad, but it's not universally bad. I mean, there's a school right here in Central Oregon where the principal's a Christian. We've got a good news club in that school, meeting in the school. They are leading kids to Jesus Christ. They're handing out scriptures on school grounds. So it really depends on the school and the situation. My school, back when I was teaching down in Cupertino, California, it just happened that the principal, the district, they were deceived. They were confused by, what role parents play, what role the school is supposed to play. And that really is the crux of the problem. It goes back to this concept that government knows how to best educate children, not parents.
All right. Do you sense that there is a continuing effort to expunge Christian history from the history books?
Oh, absolutely. And I document that in our seminar. I'm going to give actual case studies of how it's happening. So I will pull out a textbook. I'll show what the textbook shows about certain parts of our history, and then I'll show what the actual history is. So there's a clear bias towards secularization in the education system.
So what rights do parents have to push back on this?
Parents have a lot of rights, and that's one of the things I really want to encourage in this seminar and with our ministry is that look, our government is set up that the parents have the constitutional rights to raise their children. And when parents get empowered with what their rights are, and they get some good Christian legal help from like Alliance Defending Freedom, Pacific Justice Institute, Liberty Counsel, there's a lot of fabulous Christian legal firms that will represent Christians for free and help them to live out their faith in the public school system.
Of all the subjects in public school, are there certain ones that are targeted more than others? I would assume history, you obviously ran into that, and I would think, I don't know, is science another one?
Absolutely. History, science, but more so it's becoming very pervasive throughout all the curricular areas. Language arts, I mean, wow, the selection of books, you've seen it probably, where these books that are just, almost softcore pornography are getting introduced in these lower and lower grade levels. So, yeah, it's really pervasive throughout, but if parents and students get equipped with what their rights are, I found that they can really be empowered to live out their faith, be salt and light everywhere, wherever we are. And there's a lot of good resources to help do that.
How are the students handling this, Stephen? I would assume a student goes to Sunday school, church, family life, maybe family devotions. Monday morning they're back in the classroom and they're inundated with the opposite. How are they responding?
Most of them are getting discouraged. And every single time we do one of our seminars, there's always these testimonies of, oh my goodness, Stephen, this is exactly what's happening to me. I was doing an essay and I wanted to do a pro-life essay, and all of a sudden the student gets an F on this essay just because the teacher is biased and the teacher's not looking at the standards. So many students are very discouraged because they're not finding where's the support, where is the help. And that's one of the things I hope we can do, is to really encourage the body of Christ to come together and help each other.
All right, so Prepare the Way, you want to obviously talk to parents, you probably want to talk to church leaders, right? Who are you trying to reach?
Well, with this seminar on Friday and Saturday at Calvary Chapel Grants Pass, anyone associated in the public school system. So, I mean, I've got people say, well, I'm Christian schooled or I'm homeschooled. And well, if you have friends in the public school system, or if you have, grandkids in the public school system, come and you'll really be fired up to be able to help equip, students to be more effective evangelists and to not compromise their faith in the public school system. So really anyone. We want administrators to come there. I've had teachers, principals, staff, administrators, parents, volunteers, and students to come and find out the resources that they need.
All right. Again, this will be Friday and Saturday there, Calvary Chapel Grants Pass. Pastor Denny Stahl. By the way, Denny, thank you for doing this. Thank you for bringing Stephen in. And I assume they can call the church and get registered for that. Was it Friday evening and Saturday morning?
Yeah, we've got it on our website. If they just go to preparetheway.us, it's like United States. They'll go there, they click on the talk there, Calvary Chapel Grants Pass, Navigating Public Schools, and they can RSVP on our website, preparetheway.us. It's tomorrow evening, Friday, 6:45 to 9 at Calvary Chapel Grants Pass Church, and then also Saturday, 9 to noon.
All right. Denny, or excuse me, that's the pastor. Stephen, where is this going? Where is this going? Where do you think? I mean, we hear this all the time, and it seems to be relentless. And you and others, we have had Lori Cardozo-Moron. She's been kind of a hawk as well when it comes to textbooks. She's back in Tennessee, and others. Where do you see this going?
There's a battle, a worldview battle raging, as you have seen and you've interviewed people. I don't know where it's going. Clearly, there's this strong secularization from the government. Common Core, is a perfect example. That's just the natural outcropping from going back to John Dewey, really 70, 80 years ago, where our education system was taken from one locally driven, very much more parent, driven, to one that's very socialized, government driven. So I don't know, but I'm praying for a great awakening, and we need one in America.
Well, it's interesting you say even David Barton, former public school teacher, and what he does with wall builders is, come out of the same kind of experience that you have. And I think parents are saying, well, what do we do? What are our rights? What can happen? And that's what your seminar is all about. And I want to encourage you, parents, look, you got to be proactive for your children. And
yes,
they may not be dealing with it now, but they could be dealing with it sometime this year or in the very near future. And let me encourage you, go to preparetheway.us and sign up for the seminar, Calvary Chapel in Grants Pass, Friday night and Saturday morning. I think it'll be time well invested for you to go and be a part of this. Stephen, this is terrific. Thank you for your work, and stay at it, my friend, and keep us abreast. Do you see anything in the Oregon school system that needs to be changed, or anything that would violate our rights as believers as to what's being taught?
Well, Oregon is one of the liberalest of the liberal as far as education system. There's a ton of things that need to be changed in the Oregon education system. And as we gather together, there's groups forming that are advocacy groups. Boys, we can get those advocacy groups together to start, getting some sanity back into the education system. That would be great.
All right. Thanks, my friend. Blessings on you, and stay in touch, okay?
Thank you, Perry. God bless you.
You too. All right. Preparetheway.us. Go there, sign up, and go to the seminar. We'll be right back.